Hello everyone, welcome to the House of Azazel Tarot. I am Satyr Azazel. Today we are just doing some collective readings for your week ahead. So these would be some simple short readings just for the week ahead, how things are going to go, what themes to look out for, and how things will be going for you. So there will be piles to choose from. I'll do 4 of these readings, and we'll see what, you can choose which pile you want. Definitely choose by number because I'm not going to pull crystals out for them, but we have some crystals here, just some simple ones. Got my little rose quartz heart, my little black obsidian. This is a labradorite right here, my little baby. And yeah, my selenite wand, got the amethyst here with my little satyr boy on it. What? I don't know if you can see that. I got that for a D&D thing, but I love him so much. But yeah, so we're gonna get right into the messages, starting with group number 1, collective group number 1. This will be your reading. All right, first card out we have for you, group 1, the 7 of Wands with Valor. With that, I could definitely see some challenges. There may be a stroke of luck in winning a challenge of some sort. Could definitely also just find, you may have the upper hand in some way. You may have like a bravery streak or something. Some sort of brave act might be a part of this week for you. The next card we have out is the 9 of Cups reversed here. And this is the before tarot, so it's in the midst of him filling the cups, and you can see there's 2 little kids here in the back, if you can see. They're kind of watching. With that, I could see the possibility that maybe prior to this week ahead, there was something you truly thought could never happen, just truly thought could never become real, and before now, it seems possibly that it could not have become a thing. Like you were just wasting energy, putting emotion into things that weren't going to pan out in some way. But I could see that possibly panning out now, just because this is coming in that way. We have the Ace of Wands reversed. There's a possibility that it comes in differently than you thought it would. Maybe you had a different idea of how the energy of this situation needed to be handled prior to now. And with that changing, with this Ace of Wands reversed here, it may have been that the energy was just different than you would have thought it was. And to be honest, it may have, with the 7 of Wands, looked like it could have been many different types of energetic alignments here. Alignments are coming through or something, that it could have aligned in multiple ways, this certain situation. But this is maybe getting down to exactly where that alignment starts and how it won't start the way you thought it would have started. So that's probably it here, is that you were just possibly filling in the wrong directions. We got a few cards for the last one. Let's see, we have the Queen of Wands reversed, we have the Star, and we have the 4 of Cups reversed. So with that, yeah, I'm seeing, I am seeing this firstly coming through a bit like maybe a frustration being taken out in some way. It may be frustrating at the beginning. I should cover that, sorry. It may be frustrating to begin with when this issue to be brave about comes through. There may be a frustrating energy to it. But with the Star here, trying to cover up, but yeah, with the Star here underneath it, this is somehow refreshing. Like this is the Star in the After Tarot, where she's fully enveloped in the water. And like, that's something that's like it's really clearing things out. And with the 4 of Cups reversed, it's taking all that energy that was seemingly wasted and knowing that it wasn't wasted. It's actually just flowing in a different direction. It's flowing somewhere else. But it's flowing in a way that does create a good outcome for the situation, that does get things moving forward, going from the 7 to the 8, you know, the of wands. It does create movement in that energy. It releases a lot of the blocks that needed to be released. So yeah, that could be going on in your week. That could be a big theme here, is releasing this block that's been building up throughout the past maybe few weeks or months or so, and just getting a better understanding of how that energy is going to get unraveled and pushed forward again, so that all the knots are taken out. Yeah. So that is the reading I'm seeing for you. This is your collective message for the week, pile one. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you loved it. Leave a like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. And I'm going to move on to group 2. Let's see. So hello, group 2. Let's see what your collective message for the week ahead is. Flying out. We have the Judgment card. In this deck, it is called the Aeon. This is the Thoth Tarot, by the way. And yeah, the Aeon, that's the Judgment card. I see right on in there, I believe that's Thoth right there. Sitting, chilling, relaxing in the middle of this thing right here. So there may be a big decision to be made, definitely, but this also feels like a decision on knowledge or something, on some sort of educational path, maybe something to be learned. Let's see. Yeah, I could see this as to be honest, more like wisdom, some sort of big life education, some sort of life understanding coming through. The cards we have, let's see. Take this one. We have the 3 of Pentacles here with your first card from this is the Before Tarot. And this is planning something. This is plans that were previously made. So it's possible that you were doing some personal planning on how to, you know, manifest something in your life. It's possible that planning may have gone against the actual plan of, you know, the universe and how that's going. And that might be what you're learning here, is that, the plan the map you had that you set out for this wasn't exactly, you know, you maybe didn't have the knowledge or the wisdom to create that solid ground going forward. But let's see here. Ooh. We got the 3 of Swords reversed. Yeah, this, you know, honestly, this looks like just going to here a good outcome, though. This looks like something that's actually healing. This wisdom coming in might actually, in a sense, make you a little more happy with the way you plan. You know, maybe before then you were, you know, making this map, trying to get this thing off the ground and make this plan for everything. And it's as if all the planning may have been what was in the way, you know, like looking too much at the map and not taking enough action on the actual board, on the actual game, on the actual, you know, situation of it. This may be the wisdom you're learning here. This may be the whole judgment of things, is getting yourself started and going, and learning that movement is the wisdom that's possible, you know, taking the steps and making the decisions that need to be made very specifically too. Because it's possible that, you know, when you're making this, it's like, but I could decide on this or this, and I could decide on that or that, or I could decide on that or that. But all those questions aren't actually getting answered. They're just part of the map so far. So it's taking those set answers are going to take away a little bit of the pain of just planning without enough action. We got a few cards for the last one here. We got the 10 of Swords. We got the Ace of Swords, and we got the Star here. Group 1 also had the Star come through. So let's see. With the 10 of Swords here, I'm firstly seeing a lot of mental pain, anguish, just kind of being laid to rest here. You know, I think this whole thing of becoming a little bit more decisive for yourself is going to do a lot for your mental space. It's going to clear up a lot of your mental space, which is very good. Because yeah, there was maybe just way too much to worry about as it comes in. Yeah, this is simplifying things here. This is getting yourself into a tunnel vision about things, with the Ace of Swords here with the little falconer, you know, and this is just kind of closing your eyes from all the extra options that were there that were maybe just very unnecessary, and going with kind of the simplest, easiest option, just letting that simplest, easiest way flow. Because to be honest, all of the planning and stuff was already done. Everything's already gathered and created. So really all you need to do is just, you know, shut your eyes and start walking. You know, you've already planned out the path. Trust that you do have it like in your mind as a solid path. Yeah, and along with the star there, I got to cover up a little bit. I was saying in group 1 that she has, in this one, it's the after tarot, and she's jumped into the entire pool, right? And it's this refreshing change of, you know, not just transmuting old energy, but being able to live in all the energy created and all the emotion created throughout that as just one simple source that actually refreshes the body, refreshes the mind, and gets things, you know, flowing much better. There's removal of blocks here for sure, just like in pile 1. So yeah, it's definitely more mental blocks here. So that is what I'm seeing for you, pile 2. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Like, share, subscribe if you enjoy the way I read. I'll try to do these more often. I might make this a Sunday thing, just a week ahead thing. So yeah, I will see you in the next reading, and I'm going to move on to pile 3. Thank you for being here. Hello, pile 3. We will be moving into your week ahead reading. So let's see what comes up. And for you, we have the 10 of Pentacles, called Wealth. That's very good news. This might be news on a home, just news on better financial stability coming through. It could be, yeah, just more solid foundations for you coming through, something that's giving you much more solid foundations. Let's see. We have the 4 of Swords reversed. You may have been in a heavy state of rest prior to this, especially like maybe overthinking is something you were very much trying to avoid. But also you may have just been an overthinker, so that it's like, you know, like you're like, oh, I'm such an overthinker, let me stop overthinking, but then all you can do is overthink. But with this one and the before one, I always see these butterflies as some sort of like, oh, but it's less of a overthinking and more of a dreamy type thing, where you are like, oh, these are actually dreams that can grow and come into being, you know. And this may have been you stopping yourself from overthinking in ways that felt very negative, but you might be, let's move on to the next cards, because you might honestly be seeing the value of thinking in a more growth mindset, pretty much thinking in more of a, oh, well, let's just, you know, grow. Let's aim our thoughts towards growth instead. The Page of Cups here, and you may be learning to love it. You may be learning to love that overthinking that at one time just felt so negative to you. With the Page of Cups here, it's definitely new to you as well. It's going to be a new way of using your mental ability. And it's going to, what's good about it is it's going to make you feel better. In the past, it more than likely didn't make you feel too great. And just this week alone, you're going to be getting some movement there. You're going to be getting some, oh, so I can use my thoughts in ways that you know, lead me towards growth and stability and happiness. And and love and just everything good that can come through. Here for the last cards, we have, I think 2 came through, yes. We have the 9 of Wands and the Hanged Man reversed. With the 9 of Wands here, I could see a partnership of some sort coming through this week. You may be able to share your style with someone or share your energy with someone, and they may be interested in the energy you do have to share, how you have become the way you are, or how you use your mind the way you do. And they may be a little interested in learning it from you in a way that, like, you think to yourself, you want to learn the way I do this? This hurts. Like, but they're like, no, I can see the value in it. And you're like, oh, well, yeah, there is value in it. I've actually been learning. That's crazy. This week I have been learning that there's value in it. And now you can kind of give that value to others, and they'll be interested in it as well. With the Hanged Man reverse right here, yeah, it's really like and I see another sort of partnership assistance kind of thing here, but it's more like you're letting some other energies feed into you, as opposed to, more than likely here with the 4 of Swords reversed, it was more than likely that you were more of an energy feeder, that you put so much thought into things that it was your energy always going out and out and out and into the world and into other things and into other stuff, And with this this balancing of it, where you learn to use it in a more self-fulfilling, helpful way, in a more positive way that could be better for your emotions, then you get to these areas over here where the energy kind of shifts, and more people or one person just really wants to pour into you now. They want to, because they might be able to see both how it hurts and how it helps. So they might be able to help with the hurt and just also help in general, So that might be what's going on for you this week. Pile 3, that's a great reading. This is good news. This is great news. Thank you for being here. I will try to do these more often. I will probably make this like a Sunday thing, a week ahead thing. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Like, share, subscribe, and thank you for being here. I'm going to move on to pile 4. I'm sure that means something, right? Haha, I just dropped my selenites. I'll get it later. That might mean something. If anything, it might mean something for energy. Is it for pile 4 or pile 3? I guess it depends on who's here. Haha. If you were here for it and it felt like something for you, then it was probably for you. What? So yeah, with that, I would say there might be like some sort of, a need for a cleanse or something. But let's see, for pile 4 here, let's see what your cards go. All right, we have 2 cards for you here. We have the Queen of Discs reversed and the Prince of Discs reversed. Let's see right here, yeah. This may be something that involves 2 people very specifically. 2 people a little bit out of their own energies or something. These could be the energies that might need cleansing of some sort. They might need to, get uprighted in some way. And let's see. With the Queen of Discs reversed, there might be someone who has many means, especially physical means, financial, just a lot of good physical means to do things. A lot of physical means to do things, but also just maybe they have a tendency to squander, and that could be one person or the other. The Prince of Discs here, because that could be you or whoever the other person is if there's another person. So with the Prince of Discs reverse here, this feels like the opposite side of that, where the means aren't there. The physical havings aren't exactly there, but this person kind of knows that it should be there for them, or they're fighting to make it happen, and they may be fighting to make it happen faster than they can actually achieve it. And that might be a thing simply because maybe, in essence, the universe has timing for them that is very slow. With the Prince of Discs, that's the slowest knight in the deck. And that could be a very much like, oh, well, things have to come for this person in a very slow way. And so to rush them is not exactly possible, even though they would like to rush in some way. So let's see, next card coming out here. We have the Chariot right here. This is the Chariot from the Before Tarot. And this Chariot is, it's getting ready to, because, we also see a Chariot here in the Prince of Discs, right? This buildup of cleansing energy is coming through now. This is definitely coming through now because the ride has been prepared for both of you. There may be shifts in both of these energies. It's looking like for the better because, honestly, if the cleansing, if the cleansing sort of happens here, then it's actually regulating things in a better way for both parties involved. Next cards we have out, we have the King of Wands and the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is mental prisons pretty much, not being able to see how exactly to make these changes or how these changes can be made. But with the King of Wands here, there's new energy involved, and honestly, it's much stronger energy. There's much more of a willingness and a drive to break through these like mental barriers and blocks, and that could come very suddenly, just a big burst of energy for all involved here, where it seemed like there was absolutely no progress. Suddenly there's huge progress. Suddenly there's just a big leap that, feels definitely out of comfort zones for everyone, but makes a big shift. There's just no way around it that the shift becomes so big. Let's see. These last cards are. We have the Four of Cups reversed. I think this one came out in pile 1 as well. But here it feels sort of like this understanding that you don't have forever, that, this feels like things not lasting forever, and the knowledge of that and the feeling of that. So something, the reason it might feel this way, or the reason it might have felt slow, is because when you look into the future of it, it may have felt previously like, but there's all the time in the world, there's so much to do, like, why do we have to speed things up in some way? We can all just go as slow as possible, right? Like, and then with this, it's like, oh, well, now I kind of see that, like, first off, what you have is what you have, and then what you're given is usually just more of what you have, that big changes aren't as big as they look, and it's hard to actually make those gigantic changes that would take so much time without like living forever, without the actual existence of infinite time for you as a person, which these people might be understanding now is like, oh, you don't have all the time in the world. In actuality, you gotta, kind of take what's for you when it's there, and not necessarily rush it, but to put your energy into it, because that's what's putting energy into you as well, So just accepting what you have, what's given, and the time frame in which to have it and to give with how you can. I'm seeing that for you this week. pile 4. Yeah, this is definitely a cleansing of the mind, right, in some way. Yeah, with this Eight of Swords, here, this is a cleansing of mental blocks that have been keeping things going very slow, and now you will be picking up speed and sort of accepting the situation as it is, and accepting it in a good way. You know, it's accepting it in a way where it's like, oh, well, that's what we have. That's what's flowing with us, to us, around us. So let us go with the flow. Okay. Thank you, Pile 4. Thank you for being here. I had a great time reading for you. This was a great reading. I'll try to do these more on Sundays for week ahead readings. Yeah, this is the House of Azazel. You know, yeah, my name's Satyr. So thank you for being here. Like, share, subscribe if you enjoyed the reading, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.